Hey friends, in this video we are going to be talking about our vocabulary skill for the week, which is prepositions. And we will get into what they are, what they mean, how do we find them, and all of that good stuff. But first things first, what you will need are your listening ears, your looking eyes, and a pencil and a piece of paper. So what are prepositions? A preposition in a sentence, prepositions are words that tell us the position or place of something. They help us figure out where something is going or where something is in that sentence. So they're usually short words like to, I go to the store. For, this book is for my mom. With, she went to the store with me. From, I came from upstairs. And in, she is in the house. So let's look at some prepositions in our big literature book for this week, The Birthday Pet. On page 16, we see the story is focused on the pet that his family gave him, the rat. And the phrase that we're going to focus specifically on, when it gnawed in the night. So the rat's beady eyes were a scary sight, and the rat kept Danny up when it gnawed in the night. And we're going to focus on that word in. The word in tells us, right, where the gnawing happened. Where was the rat, like, when was the rat chewing and gnawing on something? And that is very, very important, because without that, we don't know when the rat was gnawing. And so it shows us that it gnawed in the night. Another example is with another pet that his family gave Danny. And we're going to specifically focus on our sentence here. It says, the kitten was cuddly, but it made Danny sneeze, and he always had to get it down from trees. Now, where did Danny, where was the cat? Like, how did he have to get it down? Did he have to get it down to the trees or from the trees? And in this sentence, we can see that it says from the tree. So it's telling us where the cat was and how Danny had to get the cat from in the tree back to the ground. So now let's look at some examples. Well, actually, I want you guys to come up with your own examples. So can you come up with your own sentences for these phrases? Through the door. Pause this video and come up with your own sentence using the prepositional phrase through the door. Now, your sentence may be different from mine, but one sentence that I came up with was, the dog went through the door. So that tells us that the dog was walking and walked through a doorway. But how about this phrase, on the bed? Pause the video and come up with your own sentences for the prepositional phrase on the bed. Now, your sentence may be different from mine, but one sentence that I came up with was, I jumped on the bed. And on is telling us where I was jumping. Let's look at one more. To the park. Can you come up with your own sentence for using the prepositional phrase to the park? Now, one sentence that I came up with was, the girls went to the park. And to, it's telling us where the girls are going. Now, it is challenge time. It's challenge day. I'm going to show you a sentence, and I want you to write down on your piece of paper which preposition goes in that sentence. So our first sentence is, I went blank the store. Is it I went on the store or I went to the store? I went to the store. Oh yeah. Let's look at another one. Number 2. Someone saw me with a present in my hands and they asked me, hey, Mr. Garte, why do you have that gift? And I told them, this gift is blank my mom. Is it this gift is for my mom or this gift is through my mom? This gift is for my mom. That tells why I have the gift and where and who I have it for. Last one. Make sure you're paying attention now. The dog can go blank the car. Is it the dog can go in the car or the dog can go to the car? Which one makes sense? Or do they both make sense? Now this one is a trick question because both prepositions work for this sentence. What do you mean, Mr. Garte? Don't worry, I will show you. So the dog can go in the car, and when we use in, it's telling us that where the dog is going and that the dog is going to be inside of the car. And the dog can go to the car is telling us that the dog is not in the car, but is on their way to the car. So if you look at the pictures, right, we can see that the dog is about to, in this picture up here, the dog is about to climb in the car. And so in is telling us that the dog is going inside of this car. Whereas in this picture down here, we can see that the dogs are walking to where the car is at. But it doesn't mean that they're going to go in it. It doesn't mean that they're going to stay around it. We don't know, but we just know that this sentence, the dog can go to the car, is telling us that the car is where the dogs are walking towards. Now, think about this with your class. What are some other prepositions that you could come up with? What are some other sentences that use prepositions that you could come up with? Think about this and talk about it with your class.